Mobikwik is hoping to be second time lucky with its D-Street debut. What has changed this time is that the fresh issue component of the IPO has been slashed more than half. In its first attempt, Mobikwik planned to raise about 1500 crore as far as fresh issue is concerned. Now that number stands at about 700 crore. As per company's DRHP document, there's also a provision for a 140 crore pre-IPO placement, and if the pre-IPO placement is executed, then the fresh issue will get further reduced to the tune of about 140 crore. The company has rupees 539 crore in revenue in operations in FY23 and has managed to make that to about 381 crore in revenue from operations in the first half of FY24 itself. Mobikwik has been EBITDA loss making in the previous 3 years, but in FY24 so far, the company has made an EBITDA profit of about 21 crore and net profit of about 9 crore rupees. The liabilities of Mobikwik have largely been stable, moved from about 443 crore to about 534 crore between FY21 to FY24. Now, the risks from the company. The first one is with respect to use of IPO proceeds. Mobikwik says that the management of the promoters of the company will have a broad discretion over the use of net proceeds. Promoters may be required to provide an exit to shareholders who do not agree with the change in the objects of the issue, but the company mentions that it cannot assure that the promoters will have the resources to enable an exit opportunity to its shareholders at the prescribed SEBI price. Now, potential regulatory action from RBI is another risk which it mentions. Mobikwik says that certain filings with RBI for allotments made to certain non-resident shareholders have been inadequate in the past. Now, the company has filed a compounding application with RBI for these inaccuracies. The company has said that it cannot assure that there are other instances of irregularities as far as the regulatory filings are concerned. Also, the company says that they have not been able to obtain certain credit rating. The company has not been able to sort of obtain this credit rating, and hence it may not be able to access capital to finance its operations and future growth. According to the company, non-availability of credit ratings may increase the borrowing cost also for the company. The fourth risk which it mentions is with respect to discrepancies in the ROC filing. Mobikwik has disclosed that certain corporate filings with the registrar of companies have discrepancies. The company says that it cannot assure that regulatory proceedings or actions will not be initiated against the company for these discrepancies. Fifth one, cannot trace some historical and corporate documents and records. Mobikwik has said that it cannot sort of trace certain corporate documents, and the company has also mentioned in its DRHP that it cannot assure its shareholders that no legal proceedings or regulatory actions will be initiated for this default. Now, the last one, and this is important, that is a significant rise as far as the customer acquisition cost or CAC is concerned. The customer acquisition cost per user for Mobikwik has risen by 78% between FY21 to the first half of FY24. Also, the total customer acquisition cost for the company rose by 83% between the same time, that is FY21 to the first half of FY24.